Well, here we are again at the end of week 5. I didn't do one at the end of week 4. We got a bit caught up in Yemba, so the end of week 5 for our renos. Again, there's been a lot of work being done in just 5 weeks. Have a look, check it out. So here we go. So the entry obviously isn't much different. There's not a lot happening in the entry, but there's been a bit of activity inside. First of all, we'll go to the master bedroom. Okay, so you'll see that's our flooring. So our flooring has arrived. Very exciting. I'll show you a colour of that in another video actually, so you can see what we picked up for our flooring. But check this out. They've formed up and sheeted the walk-in robe. Have a look how much bigger that walk-in robe is. 300 mil, 30 centimetres has made a massive difference to my walk-in robe. Look at the size of it. And they've brought it out a little bit from the back as well. So it's so spacious. Yay! That's my walk-in robe. They formed it all up and it is huge. Very happy with that. They've also, I don't know if you can remember how different that looked. Go back to the original video. I'll put a link to the original video in there. They've squared that off. That was actually like a, that there was like an angled wall. It come across angled and then down. So they've actually straightened off that wall, which has given us more room in the walk-in robe and given us a bit more room in the bathroom. So as you can see, they've now got a wall, a solid wall there in the bathroom. There's a little nook for our nicky nackies for the shower. That's where the shower's going to go in there. Nick nackies, little, what they call it, indent, whatever. So that's the bathroom. It's all formed up. So that is a decent sized bathroom, and actually it's got to the stage where my walk-in robe is probably a similar size. Oh no, a bit smaller, but a lot bigger. We were struggling for storage space, so that's a huge win for us. Or should I say me? My husband may not be so keen, but for me, massive. I think the JV paddling was on the wall last time we were in, so that's going to be painted. Walls are down, so nothing much there's changed. Something else they've done, so they formed up the wall. Basically, that's where my kitchen cupboards, range hood's going to go in the middle there with an oven. I'm going to have actually 2 ovens. I'll pull that spice rack storage cupboard, and the old sensory room has now been formed up into my butler's pantry. So the butler's pantry's all been formed up. So there it is, that's butler's pantry. Very nice size. Happy with the size on that. So it is a nice big butler's pantry. So it'll be shelving all along here. There'll be shelving all along the back wall here. And on this side wall, I'm going to have, that's where my coffee nook / toaster mix master is going to go. And then the fridge will go over here. So butler's pantry has been formed up. It's starting to take shape. So that's exciting. Nothing much is happening in the other rooms simply because, as you know, the rooms aren't really changing much. They're just getting a bit of a paint, a freshen up. Not much to do in the bedrooms. So Leo's bathroom has been all formed up. It's ready to roll. This little shower nook, as you can see there, ready to go. That's where a shower's going to go. So that's all exciting, ready to go. So inside there has been some activity. Oh, they've actually formed up. This is going to be my laundry room. And you may remember there was actually a door there. Door's gone. Goodbye, door. So the door's going to be moved over because on this side of the wall, I'm putting some shelving and a broom cupboard on this side of the wall. So that's where the door was. It's going to be pushed across. And then my washer, dryer, etc. is going to be in that little nook in there. So that's all been formed up as well. So that's exciting. That's been done. But the biggest thing that's been done since we were here last is the outdoor area. So they've re-cemented our pergola that they're redoing. So what we're going to do here, I don't know if any are familiar with polished concrete, but instead of the high gloss polished concrete, we're going to go with the semi concrete. That's what I call it, semi-gloss concrete. I don't even know what to call it. So it's polished concrete, but a semi-polished concrete. So it's not going to be slippery. So they've got the cement all laid for that. So we're going to have like a polished concrete, but a semi-polish, for want of a better word. They've taken the walls out of the pool shed. So you can see that's been opened right up there. So that's where we're going to put our pizza oven and our bar and our outdoor kitchen. Really, really cool. But look at this. They've poured the shell of our pool. Look at that. Just going to see if I can sneak through this fence here and show you the pool. This is the highlight for me. Look at this. They have poured the shell of our pool. So obviously it's got to be polished up. It's going to have some tiles and things on it. But check that out. Pool's been poured. The shell is in. Oh my God. So excited. We have waited so long for this pool. You've got no idea how long we've waited for this pool. Oh my God. So you'll see there that we're going to have like the bar stools and things across here. There's going to be like a deck, and then you're going to step straight down into the pool there onto those steps. So you can either sit there with a cocktail in your hand, or you can just pop off and go for a little swim in the pool. How cool's that? So excited. Back of the back's looking a little bit. That's the bit we had to take all that back wall off anyway, because as you know, because of that damage that's been done to the bricks, the house did drop. So that's all gone. So yeah, how cool is that? That's going to be the best. I'm so excited about that outdoor area. Got to spend so much time in there, it's not funny. Get ready, friends, to come over for your nibblies, drinkies and swimmies. Won't be long now, guys. We are on our way. It is really moving along. As I said, the outside area, so happy with it. The extra room we've managed to get out of the walk-in cupboard, so happy. The size of the butler's kitchen is looking amazing. So far, so good. Big thank you to Rowan from East Coast Custom Homes. He's been doing a fantastic job. He's been keeping us informed. He's come up with some wonderful ideas. Can't recommend him enough at this stage. He's been just brilliant. All right, guys, catch you next time for another update. I'll try to do it weekly, depending how much I do. So I might see you in a week. If we don't get out here in the week, it'll definitely be within a fortnight. So that's it. That's our latest update for our little beach house renovations. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye.